Hi, Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns. What am I doing with a 2x4? Well, Summers Woodworking issued a challenge of what can you make from a 2x4. I'm going to make a bowl from a 2x4. I don't think they would have anticipated a bowl, so that's exactly what I'm going to make. This will be a segmented bowl. I would prefer hardwood, but this is the driest, closest grain piece of wood that I could find in my inventory. So let's make a segmented bowl out of this ordinary 2x4x8 stud.
The first task is to create the base. It is segmented also. I wanted a sort of pinwheel in the base, but had difficulty with the segment points. The softwood points tended to shatter, but I went ahead and glued them together into a half ring. Then I ripped the half ring in half, cleaned up the flat side of the two halves, and glued them together again into a full ring. I covered the shattered points by inlaying two small circles of wood, one from each side, but with slightly different diameters. Then off to form the rings. I cut the segments on a finely adjusted chop saw. I glued up all the segments in each of these rings all at once. I laid out a layer of masking tape and positioned the segments in line, spread glue on each segment, rolled up the ring, and clamped it with an automotive band clamp. Cleaned up one side of each ring by running them through a thickness sander. With the rings completed, I started gluing the rings together on the lathe. I used hot melt glue to fasten the base to a wood template. Then, the process was about the same for each layer. First, clean up the upper surface of the ring with the lathe tools. Next, sand the ring with a long flat board covered with sandpaper. With that done, I could center the next ring on another faceplate, spread glue, clamp the ring to the base with tailstock pressure. With all the rings in place, I started by shaping the exterior of the bowl. I used a large bowl gouge to carefully trim down the rough rings. This is all face grain now, and is a bit different than turning a standard cross grain bowl. It actually has a very different sound to the gouge. With the exterior done, I tackled the interior with a carbide scraper. I did not want to risk a gouge here and a catch. The trickiest part here is the bottom of the bowl. There's not a lot of thickness to spare here, so easy does it. For the very bottom of the inside, I switched to a nearly square carbide cutter to flatten the inside base. With the tool work completed, I power sanded the inside and outside up through all the grits. I worried about finishing the base of the bowl. I was pushing the capacity of my faceplates. I mounted some MDF to a wood faceplate and trued it up. Centered the bowl on the MDF, then used hot melt glue to fasten the little wood holders around the bowl rim. I brought up the tailstock to hold the bowl to the faceplate, then carefully tooled down the base. Since I had already finished the rest of the bowl's exterior, I protected the finished portion with blue tape while I sanded and finished the base. I used clear gloss lacquer on this bowl. The black lines on the exterior were burned by holding wire against the spinning wood. This is a large bowl, suitable for use as a fruit bowl or for other fun purposes. It is 14 inches in diameter and about 5 1/2 inches in height. It has 106 total pieces, all from one 2x4x8 stud. This one was both an answer to a challenge and a challenge for me. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Then I'll let you know when the next wood turning video is ready. Until next time, I'm Alan Stratton from As Wood Turns.